Hello and welcome to the final four flyers for the Ski Jump Championship. I'm your host, David Inark, and welcome to the showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got the final four jumpers. They are going to compete to see which default BeamNG vehicle reigns supreme on the ski jump. We're going to start things off with the T Series, followed by the ETK 800 Series, the Bolide, and the SBR 4. Thought there was something else in there. I don't know. Anyway, we're starting off. We're heading down. We're going to do this the same way we did the semifinals. We're going to run through each vehicle. We'll head down and take their first run. We'll see where things stand after one heat, and then we'll have the second heat, and we will come out with the champion of Downhill Ski Jump Championship action. This is where it all comes down. The rubber meets the snow. That's what we're talking about. Cruising down, no problem at all from the T Series. Takes off. Ooh, it's got a little bit of a cant to the right, but that's correcting itself. It's coming down. And as we have seen time and time again, the T Series smacks down at 200 meters and then rips itself apart instantly. So 200 meters and a 29.36 deform with a 1594 broken. That is an overall first heat score of 154.7. Now, I'm curious. I want to go back here and take a look. You are going to be way too loud. All right, fine. Okay. In the last competition, let's see, 154.7. So actually, that's worse than it did in the top 8 competition. However, a little better than it did in the top 16. So I guess in a weird sort of way, that's kind of an average score for the T Series. Not the best, not the worst. All right, so now the 800 Series is coming up next. Let's see what the 800 Series can do here today. We are hopped in the car, cruising down. Let's see what we can do. Oh, got a little air going down. If that ends up being an issue, I will restart this one. I don't think it will. I think we'll be okay. Here is the issue. Those freaking deflating tires. Man, sometimes this thing skirts through with no deflation at all, and other times, I don't know what happens. It just, I don't know. That is so strange. But that is definitely going to be 140 meters. All right, so that is 140 meters. Well, actually, you know me. I'm not going to stand for that. I mean, come on. We're not going to go for that, man. We are going to... Okay, well, there's a little bump, but I think we're okay. I'm sure those of you watching have figured out now that there is a place where I could jump and not... There you go. That's not bad. See, and not bust the tire. So if I can hit that spot every single time, we're good. And the 800 Series just continues to fly through the air. It's going to land on its butt at the 200 meter mark. Oh, yeah. That's a bit of a problem. However, we got 200 meters out of it. 33.27 deform. And a 12.81 broken. So, whoops, 12.81. Hello, I can do math. I can, actually, that's not even doing math. That's typing. All right, overall, that puts the 800 Series, let's see, just about 0.8 of a point behind the T Series. Holy cow, 0.8 of a point. That's a 153.920. Oh my gosh, this is awesome, man. This is fantastic competition going on right here. Got the Bolide up next. And I'm going to go on a limb and say that the Bolide is going to finish a solid fourth in the top 4. So out of 20, though, you know, the Bolide did the best it could. The Bolide just cannot get the distance that these other vehicles in the final can get. And that's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it is. And we flip it over, and let me guess, 125? Ooh. Oh, actually, the Bolide grabs a 130, showing off for the finals here. So a 130, very good job as far as the Bolide goes. Obviously not anywhere near contention for for any medal, really. But, you know, a valiant effort anyhow. That is a first heat score of 93.61. So if the Bolide is, kablam, your favorite vehicle, you can at least rest assured knowing that the Bolide made it all the way to the top 4 finale before just being chomped by the competition. Just saying. That's pretty much what's going on. SBR4. Let's see what happens with this little joker. This little guy should be able to clear 200 meters and put this competition on edge. The SBR4 and the T-Series have been really close throughout the competition. We'll see what happens here today. We are cruising, trying to keep that front end up. It's not too bad. Oh, way past the 200 meter mark, of course, just like the SBR4 does every single time. However, at landing, it's painful. So 200 on the distance, and we've got a 35.67 going on here in terms of the deform with a 14.59 broken. And that, unfortunately, wow, that plants the SBR4 after one round firmly in 3rd place. Wow, we're going to see what happens here in the 4th round. So we've got the T-Series in the lead so far, followed by the 800 series, the SBR4, and then the Bolide finishing things out with not even 100 points. That's sad. It really is just sad. So here we go with the T-Series for its 2nd heat. And once we get it to come up out of the ground, we'll be able to go. Here we go. All right. The T-Series always makes an entrance like the army men in Toy Story, coming up out of the ground. Here we go. Let's see how far the T-Series can make it this time. It certainly has that beautiful long distance form before it starts to make its descent, crashing at the 200 meter mark and crossing the finish line. So 200 meters, of course, a 30.65 damage. That's a little more, or deform. That's a little more deform than the first round. However, the 1581 in brokenness is less than the first round. That gives the T-Series an overall average score of 154.12. 154.12. You know what that means? Wow. Okay, this means that, I mean, really, the 800 and the SBR4 both have a shot to take out the T-Series and win the whole thing. It's just going to be a matter of making sure the vehicles take less damage after they land. And I don't know what else to do in terms of helping that happen. So unfortunately, we just go for it. Oh, there was a little bit of a jog there. We'll see how this affects the car going down. If it blows out the tires, I will restart it from the top. Yeah, pain in my butt. Let's try this again. The 800 series. See if we can do this without blowing the tires. I don't know what causes it. If I could figure out, and I actually thought I had the placement down right. Well, blowing the tire again. Quit blowing your tire, you monkey. All right. Let's try this. All right, let's see if we can do this here. All right, the 800. Man, just no. I can't do it, man. What is going on? I've lost my touch. All right, let's see if we can. Maybe I got to get closer to this side. I don't know what the secret is. If I knew exactly what the secret was, then I would know what to do. Crap. Nope. All right, well, the 800 series has blown a tire, so we will reset it and head on down the ramp and see if this time we can get a nice, clean result. Hopefully. There we go. There it is. Beautiful. Such as it is. Frankly, after it does that, man, you notice the back wheels are a little wobbly after that. But there we have a 200 and over 200 meter jump. In retrospect, I wish I would have marked that as at least a 205, you know, giving you like bonus points for getting over the end. Let's see what happens here if I can help minimize some damage. Not really. So we got a 33-36 deform and an 11.8 broken. Now, or I'm sorry, 11.18 broken. Oh, unfortunately. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just double check the scores. 200 meters, 33.36 deform, and 11.18 broken. That's it. Holy cow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new leader. Yes, the ETK 800 squeaks in with an average score of 154.690. I've got to, yes, that's all right. I had to zoom in the screen. I'm keeping track of this on a separate computer. I just had to make sure that that score is what it is. And yes, 154.69. And the 800 is now in first place. That is amazing. Oh, that is awesome. Holy cow. It's coming down to the wire. However, the Bolide has nothing to do with it. So, yeah, you know, and I'm sure if I were not using the stock Bolide, the Bolide could do better. But, you know, I'm using the stock vehicle on everything else. So, fair is fair, man. Fair is fair. So, let's see how far the Bolide can go. Likewise, if I knew I could get this crazy thing to flatten out again, I think. And there's the 125 we're used to. It's the 125 that you're used to. Okay. You probably won't. That's not necessarily a true any kind of, you know, musical reference other than. If you know what I was trying to do, you'd be rolling your eyes. Actually, you probably already are. All right, a 30.1 in deformation and a 5.47. Well, if anything, that certainly solidifies the Bolide for fourth place. No medals today for the Bolide. It will end its journey here in flames, upside down. Average score of 91.52. That's the end of the road for the Bolide. However, it is just starting for the SBR4. All right, it's not really just starting. I mean, you know, it already went once. I'm just saying, you know. What we're starting is the second heat for the SBR4, and let's see if this puppy can grab the 200 meters and then possibly withstand as little damage as possible in order to take away okay, so 200 meters. Now, I will tell you, I did try to modify some things just to see if maybe I could help this poor vehicle. 36 damage. That didn't help. I mean, it also didn't make any difference. That's about where it normally sits. So the 1147 on the deform, though, is on the low end. Unfortunately, just not quite enough. And the SBR4 will take home, bam, the bronze. Ladies and gentlemen, in first place, taking home the gold, it is the ETK 800 series with a final average score of 154.69. That is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. They are the champion of the Ski Jump Championship for default vehicles, taking home second place and the silver, the T-Series. There we have the T-Series in second place with an overall average score of 154.120, and finishing out the top three, we have the SBR4. The SBR4 rounds it out with the bronze with a average score of 150.955. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are your three vehicles. Oops, wrong way. There are your three champion vehicles right there, which I realize the 800 should actually be in the middle if I do this right. But first, second, and third, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Ski Jump Championship series as much as I have. And I want to give a special thank you out to Ulrich Dorr, who made the thumbnail for each of the championship rounds. They are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy your Steam card there for doing that for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if you like the video, like the series, hit that like button if you would. I definitely appreciate that from you guys. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Got anything you want to share about your thoughts on the competition in general or the final specifically? Feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm going to come up with some other series just because I think this was cool. They probably won't be as drawn out as this one was, but I don't know. I had a lot of fun building the suspense and playing through the levels, and I don't know. It was cool to me. I had a lot of fun, enjoyed it a lot, and I thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we will see you next time.